Drewski and self-made that beat me. I stay in front of Papa's eyes like a TV, and I'm all up on the corner like a DB, and I ball like a champ trying to repeat.
YouTube world, what's up, man? Hey, it's Drewski, man, as we in here talking about the Stars on this episode, man. Hey, that was a fun 7-game series that came about, man. I really started getting into, I've always been a fan of the home teams, you know what I'm saying, around here. Now, hockey wasn't always my per se type of sport or anything like that, but, growing up in the DFW, yeah, he learned how to appreciate the Stars for sure. But I really started getting a little deeper into it about around 2015, stuff like that. Just try to find time where you can pass time to kind of get to your main meat of your sports team, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so the Stars took on the Seattle Kraken in a classic Game 7 of, Game 2 of the NHL playoffs. Starting off with Game 1 was an exciting game, one of those type of games. We had a lot of hype coming in here. It was one of those, feeling like the Stars are going to keep rolling like they did against the Wild. But that game against the Kraken in Game 1, I mean, the difference in that game, the Stars lose that one 5-4. But the difference they lost it in 2 overtimes. But the difference in that game, it was really 1 minute in that whole game. Basically in the first period, 1 minute where Seattle really just got off and hit all their goals. So that was just one game that was one period that really kind of got away from the Stars. And I believe that 1 minute right there, that series would have ended in 6. So that's how that happened. And that one, it was still a good game, good little classic game right there. As you had a couple returners come back, try to help out. Looking back at this series, the thing that I like about the Stars, what it looks like is, even though whatever they go through in one game, they just make total adjustments and they seem to have the right answer. So kudos to the staff right there, holding us down, getting us in the right situation, trying to do the best thing that's for his team, putting his players in the right situation, in the right lineups and stuff like that. Going down Game 2. Game 2 came in. Game 2 was a good one, especially for us. Seattle came down here. They took Game 1. So we had to make sure we even it up on our home ice, and we ended up winning that Game 2 4-2. Good classic game. Like I said, this series was just really a good series, period. Just, it sucks that either team had to lose, but it was something that had, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. So big ups to the Stars getting that bounce back, holding the fort down back in the American Airlines Center over there in Dallas, Texas. I mean, this was a game in Game 2. They only had 3 penalties. So you can see they made the adjustments and they were just really much more focused. They were real more aggressive. They face-offs they won were plus 24 in that game. So it looked like the adjustments was made and it was going to let Seattle know that, look, you're going to have to smell us for a while. You better bring a lunch sack. So that win in Game 2, 4-2 over the Kraken was pretty good. And as you see, it evened the series right there. Looking at it, now you look at Game 3. Game 3 was basically a game we would all like to forget. Don't nobody want to remember Game 3 because that was a complete beat down, boy. Game 3, they got stepped on. The crowd in Seattle was live. I mean, I think they just built a new arena out there. I believe they're trying to get a basketball team out there sooner or later, man. Hey, that place will be a tough place to play, regardless if it's hockey or basketball or whatever. That is a beautiful venue. The people down there in Seattle, they know how to get down, you know what I'm saying, especially when it comes behind their sports teams. But in Game 3, your Stars took a big L. They lost 7-2, and it just didn't look good. It wasn't nothing even good to talk about. But they bounced back in game 4. Like I said, it was just one of those. They made the adjustments. They know how to make the adjustments, and their adjustments be real key. And they come out in game 4 and they win 6-3 in a game that, you know, was needed to have to give them that confidence. Like, you know, we are not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The game was really won in the second period because the Stars ended up putting up 4 goals. I mean, it don't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? It was a great game to get their feel back before they came back down here to the AAC for game 5 and try to flex their muscle up on Seattle. Now, game 5 comes down here, and in game 5 we put a good beat down on them too. So that was back-to-back wins that the Stars was really showing that they really taking control of this series. Looking at that game in game 5, they win 5-2. 5-2. Their face-off game has gotten better in every game that they won. They're plus double digits in all their face-off wins that they're getting up in there. So as you see, when they lose, not even when they lose, because this is coming off a victory, but it's just when the Stars are basically playing dominant hockey, they're very aggressive. Their power play opportunities increase. Their face-off winning percentage is doubling. So that is a good thing right there. And you know, it's one of those things that the Stars are able to play with force when necessary. It's just seeing if they can consistently do that. So they walked away in game 5 with a big victory, 5-2. And, you know, that kept a lot of us on ready to end it in game 6 in Seattle. Only Seattle had other plans in a game that Jake Ottinger, I know he wants to have back, where he gave up consistently a lot of goals that game as the Stars lose 6-3. They lost 6-3 in game 6 and giving Seattle all the hope. But when you got game 7 back in your hometown, that's all that you could ask for. We pulled Jake to light a fire up on him because he had a couple instances where he was just getting blown up in that series. So much kudos to the coaching staff, just pushing the right buttons. And as you see in that loss, I'm pretty sure everybody already knows the stats, so I'm not just really gonna regurgitate over everything. But they won a little bit more of the face-offs, but they were slim right there. It wasn't as all the other wins where they were double digits in their face-off wins. So it's just about playing with more force. And you see Seattle, they caught us slipping and just played with more force. And game 7 came down to the wire, and it was a classic game 7. I think a lot of us Stars fans are still recovering from it. Hell of a way to finish a second round series to get to the Western Conference Final. What better way not to earn your way into the Final Four dance when you go to a game 7 in a game that is tooth and nail to the end fighting. Although, in my eyes, this was a game that was all about Jake Ottinger. After getting pulled in game 6, he had vengeance coming back in game 7 and just was not giving up anything. I mean, the Stars were really in control of that whole game. I mean, Stars win that game 2-1, to advance. But main thing was Jake Ottinger was pretty good. He was pretty dominant. He was letting nothing get in his way. So, as you see, the Stars came through clutch for us, man, as we've been needing something in the city to get clutch to, as you see, man. Again, this is the channel that's supporting all the teams in the DFW, from the Stars, Rangers, Cowboys, Mavericks, the Renegades, just winning, did something. But this show right here, this channel right here, we dedicating to everything in the DFW. So for my people that's from the DFW that don't have to leave the state, I got y'all back, man. I'm the Eyes and Flavor. I'm going to hold y'all down. So now let's see what happens in the Final Four to get to the final dance. It's 8 more wins, but you got to get 4 to get to the next one. So now they get ready to play the Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Vegas. Let's gamble. Let's put the money on the table and let the chips fall where they may, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm riding with the home team. How many games is it gonna take? I mean, Vegas is a good squad, man. This is a good squad, but don't be surprised, man. I just need Jake to stay on his game. Stay on his game. I need the Stars to keep playing with a lot of more force. And I believe the Stars are going to take this in 6. I believe they're going to take this in 6. They're going to win it down here, and it's going to be a big old party to celebrate us going to the Stanley Cup Finals. So that is kind of like my quick recap. I can't give y'all deep intel like that because, like I said, man, I'm still kind of a novice when it comes to hockey. But, you know, I have been enjoying the Stars. Like, I'm not really a hockey fan, but I'm a Stars fan. So that's just how we gonna rock and that's how we gonna roll. So, like I said, we'll try to get a couple vlogs in. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll probably see if we can get a vlog in, go somewhere and catch game 1. But if not, I'll still try to bring y'all the recap of what happens in this series with the Stars. So until then, man, like, subscribe, man. Comment down there. Let me know what y'all feel. Let me know any other topics y'all want me to touch around, man, and we'll keep doing it. I'll try to get more and more information. Follow me on Twitter at Drewski Selfmade. You can follow me on Instagram at It'sDrewski, man. Just follow me and keep in touch, man, because on those 2 social media platforms, I'll also be, you know, speaking my mind, getting some things off. So until then, man, catch us on the next rap, man. You know what it is. It's Drewski Sports Rap. Eyes and flavor of DW, baby. You know what's up.
It's Drewski and Self-Made that beat me. I stay in front of Papa's eyes like a TV. And I'm all up on the corner like a DB.